Hello. So today, um, it's basically like the the beginning of a managerial career mode for FIFA 21. So, if you guys didn't know, with FIFA, you only get, I think it's only 10 years to manage. Um, and so, like, my main objective would be, like, although it'd be cool to start off in the Premier League, um, if I were to start with a team that's only in the Premier League, then I think it'd be really cool for the goal to be to win every single trophy or tournament that I'm put in, and yeah, just win, but not just win, but for instance, with the Premier League, in that league, I guess you can say, to be like the Invincibles. So like up there, you see the Invincibles. There's like a little bit of information about Arsenal. Arsenal, the 2003 and 4 squad. That's what they were nicknamed. They had 26 wins and 12 draws, and they didn't lose at all in the Premier League. And I think they also, besides winning the Premier League, I think they also won like one or two other tournaments. Another team, for example, would be Manchester City, who not this summer, but the summer before, they won the Premier League, they won the Champions League, and I forget what it was called, but they also won a tournament. I get them confused because there's one where Manchester United won, and there's another one where Manchester City won. But essentially they won 3 tournaments in 1 year, and to even win one is really a big deal. To win two, it's like wow, and to win three, it's like you got a dynasty on the way for the next 2, 3, 4 years. It's what's expected, right? So though it'd be cool to be in the Premier League, I th- I feel like we wouldn't really be to the fullest understanding the small victories in world football. For instance, I don't know what teams were at the bottom of the table, and I don't mean to be like judgmental in like this hierarchical world of football, but let's take, for instance, AFC Bournemouth, right? Um, they, I want to say it was like either last year or this year. I remember the year before. I don't remember, but they made it to the Prem, only to go back to the Championship. Right? They got promoted, and then they stayed at the bottom of the table, so of course they got relegated. And so like to the typical person who hears about this, they're just like, oh, the team sucks, right? But like to like the individual who like breaks through this kind of hierarchical perspective of like football, you understand that there's more than just the Premier League. There's more than just making it to the Champions League. There's more than just making it to the Europa League, right? So, for instance, if you ever watch like Europa, when it's a team that isn't expected to win, or usually the team that you never really hear of, right, and they win, it's like to those small clubs, it's like a really big thing. And then of course, when they play, you typically like the Super Copa, I think is what it's called, when you play the winner of the Champions League. Um, Usually the Champions League champion wins, but to even still like win that cup, I think in some regards it's still a valuable and respectable thing, right? So I did think about starting other than, for instance, the Premier League, right? And if you've been following like football, or like if you've heard anything about like for instance, if you're interested in like Marvel characters or like actors, um, one actor in particular, Ryan Reynolds, he's the team is not in FIFA 21, but the he I think is like a co-owner, or like I don't remember, I don't really know his position of the team, but he has like a share, and the team made it to fourth division, which is League Two. It's called League Two, and I think they had a pretty good fight, and I think this year I actually haven't even checked how they're doing, or if it was last year. I've actually lost track, but they have a good chance to like um make it to third league, which is League One. The news is there, it's buzzing. They got renovations to the stadium, but not just that, but like you're taking a team that, like, they even made a documentary about it, a team that essentially is like kind of forgotten about, or is like really much overlooked just because of where it lies in the divisions of specifically English football. And to have someone get a share for the team, it's a big thing, right? And usually, like, when people do this, they just do it for another way to get more money out of it. But to have the goal to like eventually make the team successful, and to be in it for the long run, and to see what the Wrexham is, what the team is called, to see what Wrexham has done, that itself is actually a big thing for not only for the team but for the community as well. And so that would be cool to start from League Two. Um, I don't know, cause that's 4 years, so let's say every single year we get promoted, right? So the way it works is, to for sure 100% be promoted, you need to be first place, and then I'm not quite sure if I'm correct, but then I believe if you're second and third, you go through this thing called promotion playoff, where essentially second and third, they play. I don't know if it's a home and away, or if it's just a singular game, but they play, and essentially who wins gets promoted, and it doesn't matter. You get promoted, and I think that's how it works. So I don't really mind starting off with League Two. It will take a while, but you know what? Yeah, I think I'll go with League Two. I'm in it for the long run, and also I'm interested in, if when the time comes and I'm offered a national team managerial contract, I'd like to take it, but it would depend what nation. The goal for me would be Mexico. If I don't get Mexico, then the U.S. But if I don't get neither, um, we'll see. But that's also the thing, cause like I feel like that if you're in League One, that's around 3-4 years, right, to get to the Premier League, and then it's like half of what EA gives you, cause with EA Sports, I think it's only like they can. I don't really, I don't really know how to describe it, but essentially, the game can only. I think it's an excuse, but the game can only like be able to have you play 10 years. When we've had other games like NCAA 14, who made you who you were able to go up into like the late 2050s, 2060s, maybe later. I don't remember. Um, but yeah. So to be honest, I'm gonna go off of uniforms. Um, Barrow, Barrow. Not quite sure how you pronounce it. It was founded in 1901. Oh, and then another choice of why I chose. So I have FIFA 21. This is FIFA 21, and the reason why I chose FIFA 21, I have FIFA 23 as well. Um, I could get FC 24 or 25, right? But my main reason to having and choosing this specific FIFA is because of one thing they removed on FIFA 23. So if, I feel like the only people who really like knew about this were people who were like who knew about the league. But they removed FIFA. I mean, they removed the Mexican league from FIFA. Um, it's not like EA decided, okay, we're not gonna continue. It was actually just a licensing deal. Um, if you're familiar with this sport called eFootball or this game called eFootball, at some point it was called PES, Pro Evolution Soccer. Um, they used to actually rival. They used to like videos where they would compare and contrast FIFA and PES, and PES looked a little bit more detailed and realistic, but the gameplay was a little like, and the gameplay too was like it was like one of those things like you love or you hate it because FIFA had like a specific look to it. Um, and when you go to PES, the controllers are a little bit different, but you can make it normal, the way you're used to it on FIFA. But yeah, I liked PES. Um, maybe one day I can do a PES career mode. I have 18 and 20. Yeah, 20. I actually got PES 18 4 or 5 years ago for like I want to say $1. It was at GameStop, but yeah. Um, so here we have So I'm also gonna look at also specifically board expectations, cause mainly like youth development is something I don't want to be in a team that has it high, because I'd like to bring in players. Because this is one of my goals to bring in players from the Mexican league, um, as well as players from the MLS and maybe Latin America, you know, South America. But yeah. So for instance, Bradford City, they're critical on domestic success, which basically means just win. Everything else is low. Cambridge, Cambridge is decent. Um, I wonder if they have what's it called? They had Cambridge and unless they're in a different league, I can't remember what they were called. Can't remember the name. Oxford, yeah, Oxford is in second, third division, which is called League One. Um, Also, if you'll notice, like look at Barrow, and then let's look at the transfer budget. Big difference, right? big big difference. Um, Actually, a few years ago, that I know of, I don't know about FIFA ATAC. Your people of the board and be like, hey, can I have more funds if I get this or if I get that? You know, this number of wins, or if I'm able to like, this is the goal and I'm able to get to that goal. Can I get funds in return? Um, it's one of the many things that EA got rid of. Cheltenham, Cheltenham. I think that's how you pronounce it. Wow, from 1887. It's quite a year. Um, I really don't know who to choose. They all have similar stuff. Like for instance, Newport, they're like one of the first that say hi for youth development. I think, yeah, Stevenage has the Burger King uniform or the advertisement. Um, honestly, 1976. Are they one of the youngest teams? 1976. If they were one of the youngest teams, I wouldn't mind. They seem to be. Yeah, the oldest one, 1884, 1874. Nah, 1884 and 1976. So Stevenage is the youngest for around this time, the youngest team in League Two, and then Tranmere Rovers are the oldest team that are in League Two. Besides the unis, I actually kind of like the home uniform, the all white. I take that over Burger King. But also looking at domestic success, very low for youth development for Tranmere, for the Rovers. I'll call them the Rovers. For the Rovers, they have a little bit more of a transfer budget, a couple 200,000 more, and then the club worth is less, but still, the financial, it's medium. It's okay. That'd probably be like the easiest thing for board of expectations. But yeah, the Rovers might be like the easiest for like board of expectations. So I think I'll choose them. I kind of like their away uniform, the black and blue, like a little bit of gray, and then for the home, they have a white and blue. Oh, sorry about that. Um, so we could do world class. I feel like at some point it'll be a little bit too easy because FIFA 21 was the first FIFA that I was able to like where I needed to bump it up to legendary. But if you haven't really like played FIFA, um, when you play legendary, you notice it more with higher rated teams with higher rated players that they overdo like really unrealistically, but also really crazily certain skill moves. And to be honest, like I don't know, like world class, like it can get a little bit easier, but I feel like I wouldn't mind bumping up the sliders for world class. So if it gets too easy, cause I do have the slider set to where like every time I get a FIFA, I bump it up a little bit to where the CPU misses a little bit more, like around 65 or 55, where they miss like passes and they're inaccurate with their shots. Cause like for instance for FIFA 23, like it got to the point where like every single corner kick they'd get, they'd score a goal. I'm not the type of person to say like, oh, it's scripted, because like when you really think about it and analyze the game, FIFA is all about decision making. So it's not really like a script thing. It's more like the decision you do, and you're just making bad decisions. So I think I'll go to 6 minutes. That's fine. I'll enable that. Financial takeover. Nah, it's okay. So set the club and player strictness negotiation. So it could be loose or it can be strict. When I've done career mode, manager career mode, I've always had it loose. So if we do it strict, I think that'd be interesting. So let's look at the stadium. Of course, they don't have the actual stadium. I'm gonna actually like on my phone look up the Rover Stadium. Tranmere Rover Stadium. So the stadium kind of looks like that one. And also like the one thing I do like about like I don't know when they changed it. But by FIFA 21, around FIFA 21, they had this thing where like where I'm getting at is there was more detail than weather. So for instance, they had fog and haze as options. And when you go to FIFA 23, they don't have any of that, so they just have rain. Um, I don't know if they have showers anymore, but they have rain, uh, partly cloudy, which is called overcast, and sunny. And I mean it's not a big deal, right? But I don't know, like it just feels different, you know. For the name, it's actually called Prenton Park, so I'll just call it that. Ooh, forgot about that letter. Oh shoot, Prenton. I keep messing up. And I feel like it's like every FIFA they change up the keyboard as well. Prenton Park. Apply and exit. I don't know if I should do 6 or 5 minutes. Cause that will be fast. Cause like actually when I play FIFA, I've played at 10 minutes. When you play 10 minutes, it actually gets like a little bit long. Especially like since I'm doing live stream and like we're more than likely gonna try and get to the 10 years. If we don't, even then like we want to get as many games as we can in the stream. So 6 minutes is fine. So I'll just advance. Oh, I've done too many careers. Um, this is the most recent one, so I'll just do this one. I have like I have the tendency to, if I start a career mode, I'll eventually get bored of it, and then just start another one. As you can see, I have all all of those there. And in case if you didn't know, uh, before you start the season, you always get like invited to this preseason tournament, and it like it has like a few more than just one good thing. Like yeah, you get money, you get to earn money, right? But you also get like a chance to. I don't really know how big of a difference it is, but like I would assume you get a chance to work on the morale because the players have morale, and like this, like they're all 3 stars, so like I don't think it really matters which one we choose. Because sometimes like if you, I think it's when you choose like a different team, they will have different difficulties, but we also have to keep in mind that, like, yes, we do have 3 stars, right? So it should be easy. And yes, it is world class. But when you play against other teams that have the same, like, overall statistics, so, like, your stamina is very much less when you're like a Division 4 team than a Division 1. The overalls and the ratings are less, and I would argue that, like, a lot of times they're really biased because of, like, the standard comparison. Um, but it is what it is, you know. Doesn't mean like they're not good teams. Like, retrospectively wise, it is professional. So, like, I think that's one thing a lot of people forget about. So I'll just choose this one because it's the most money. Um, but yeah. So of course, like, the first thing you always do is go to the notifications and see what they said. So it says, we recognize that you, your coaching staff, and the players are recovering from a particularly demanding season. We very much appreciate, therefore, you accepting the recent invitation to participate in the European International Cup. This year, the tournament will take place in Germany. Okay, cool. We hope it will be a good opportunity for you to evaluate your current squad and perhaps experiment with your lineup and tactics before the beginning of a new campaign. The European International Cup is also an important opportunity for the club to grow our fan base and our commercial reach. Even though, like, the expectations, that's like one of the lowest things they have. During the group stages of the tournament, you will be facing the following teams. We'll be facing Bayern Munich, but let's remember it is the second squad, so it's like more like a development squad. St. Pat's, and I don't want to butcher that name, so I just call them IF. If you're able to progress further, we will be able to reward you by allocating extra funds to your transfer budget. So that was the European International Cup. That's just like the name of the email. And this one is Chief Executive, important transfer market information. Okay. So the transfer window is now open. Please bear in mind that a player's value will vary depending on their form, the time remaining on their contract, and how important they are to their current club. These and several other factors will combine to determine how much any player is likely to be sold for. I will also add comments in relation to any transfer negotiation, as when I see it fit. I hope I can give you a better idea of what each player might be. They're all like copy paste, man. Like, they've been. I don't care like what team you play with. It's like they always post the same things. Good morning, boss. This is from the assistant manager from the youth academy. Their report. Everything in our club has to be based on solid foundations. This is why we are investing in young players in our academy. We believe we can find and develop our own talent. Please look carefully at the young players we currently have on our books. It's now your responsibility to make sure we get the very best out of as many of these players as we can. Based on our initial analysis, we feel that Usienu Niang, I can't pronounce his first name, so I'll call him Niang, or Niang, in particular, has outstanding ability and the potential to become a world-class footballer. There we go. The old classic, I forgot what they call it in Moneyball, but like the old classic pitch. He's a good example of a young man, and we believe he has a very bright future at this club. So we might as well like open it. This is Nyang. He plays center back and right back. He's 15, out of Cameroon. He's a lefty. He's 6'3", and he has the potential to be 88 overall. The thing that kind of bothers me with like EA is that potential that I'm able to understand. That's as high as they'll ever get. That's as low and high as I'll ever get. So, for instance, this man right here, Harry Perry, right? He's 16. The lowest potential he'll ever be is a 46, right? But the highest he can be is a 64. And the thing I don't like about like I guess that makes sense, right? Because it makes it to where you can't always have, because if you can continue to develop the players, right? Like in a video game, it makes sense that at some point they'd be completely 99 overall, right? If you ever make it that far. But even then, like, I don't know. It's like you can't, like, they reach a capacity, right? No matter what age they are, like they reach a specific capacity. Like for instance, you see pace. I'm pretty sure that's as high as it'll get. His acceleration, I'm like pretty sure, and his jumping, and his sprint speed, and his strength, right? And it's like, yeah, the other ones with like the two like arrows, that means they're growing, and he'll have significant growth, especially if he has like three. But if he just has a line, like that's it. And like that makes me think with like EA, like what's the point of even having these young guys when like everything else will and can grow, but like nothing will get the sprint speed up. And if we show the legend, like that's it. Like that is it. That's his peak. I'll let you guys look at the key. And to me, that's like, I don't know. Like I feel realistically, like, like it's not like like a like a luck thing. I don't believe that. Like I feel like it's more like sometimes it happens and sometimes they don't. Sometimes people have a peak and sometimes it's like for like a month or like a game or like a few games, like a season. Sometimes it's like many years. Like for instance in the NFL, like a Tom Brady, right? Didn't matter where he went. Like he was able to compete at the high level. And then, not to bash on a player, but an example. Um, I think his name was Dele Alli. He played for Tottenham Spurs, and yeah, he's not even in. I don't even think he's in England anymore, right? EA would be like, nah, nah, nah. He peaked, and it's like, okay, they probably would say James Rodriguez also peaked, but look at him this past summer. He's been really good. Like these sprint speeds, like for me, like after you played FIFA so many times, like you realize like yes, speed is very important, but it isn't the most important thing. So but if you really do want to like compete, so for instance, like for a friendly match, you don't always need a fast team. Like especially if you're playing against a friend that's just casually plays, you don't need speed. There are many ways to get like around that and be able to be successful in the game. Um, but like for instance, like this, you're here. We're managing a team, right? We're like a coach, and you will need more than just speed. But to have speed as an option is always a great thing, especially even if they're on the bench. Um, like let's say it's an important game, bam, you know. But like for him, his aggression is a 74. He's a center back and a right back. I would prefer a little bit more aggression. And look at his acceleration. It's only just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and that's it. Other than that, he seems fine. But his aggression, that's it. He peaked. You know what I mean? Like this guy, his balanced, he peaked. His agility, he peaked. His acceleration, he peaked. I wouldn't be surprised if his sprint speed is peaked. No, it's not actually. He can increase. But still, he can only ever get to a 69 overall. That's the highest he'll ever get. This man, that's the highest he'll get, a 64. Him, an 88. I don't know. It's like a few like of my critiques with EA. EA doesn't care anymore. I don't think I'm gonna read it. They're just basically saying like, hey, this is our goals, blah blah blah. Look at them. We already did. Youth development within 2 years. Have at least one player from the youth academy signed. With at least 30 games in the season within 2 years. That's doable. Get at least 20 games with at least one goal. It's easy. So the main goal for me to stay would be to gain promotion or reach. These are actually like realistically like let's say these are based on realistic expectations. Like for instance, MLB The Show. Like they at some point just want you to, like, depending on what team you're with, they're like, hey, just win this number of games. As long as you win this number of games, like, you don't even gotta be like third place or second place. As long as you win more games in like the past years, you'll keep your place. But of course, at some point, we want you to compete, for a third or second, right? Preferably first. But here they're like, nah. We want you to get promotion, and we want you to reach the round of 16 in the Emirates and the FA. That's crazy. In the financial term, sell 2 players and sign 2 crucial players to replace them. Finish the season without any unspent transfer budget. This just tells me about the people they find, and then this is just like, hey, you can send scouts to places and give them instructions. The first thing you want to do after that is always look at the squad. This is a thing I think is always dumb with EA. Like this man. So if you look at that yellow circle with the exclamation point, it's saying, hey. So like when you look at the position to the left, right? To the left of the yellow circle, it says striker, ST in yellow, and then it says LM in white. It's saying, hey, his position is left mid, not striker. But if you look at positions, what's it say? Left mid, striker, and right wing. So if we take, for instance, just switch them with Lloyd, yeah, we have an issue there. And I don't know, like I think it's so dumb, because like, for instance, like with Messi, he's played center mid. He's played center forward. He's played right wing. He's played striker. He's played multiple positions. But then EA will be like, no, he can only play one. No, he can only play 2. And then you have, like, there's certain players, like if I want to, for instance, like you guys know, what's his name? His name is, he plays for Real Madrid. Not Chouameni, but Camavinga. The man is a pivot, meaning central defensive mid, and he can play left back, and he can play middle, like anywhere in the middle, and he can play upfield, right, like left wing, right. If I want to put McDonald right here, like let me show you guys. Like if I want to put McDonald and put him as a center back, as a central defensive mid. Where's he at? McDonald. Right here, McDonald. So I go to development plan, and then I go to position. So where it says ETA up there right next to the position, it'll take him 96 weeks. 96. So if like 4 weeks is 1 month, right? Let's do the math. 96 divided by 4 is 24, which is like 24 months, right? 24 months divided by 12. It's going to take him 2 years. 2 years to play the central defensive mid, to be a pivot. When Camavinga, what's his name? Forget the coach's name. But the guy was like, hey, try left back. Bang. And it didn't matter. Like I guarantee that was less than a month. The coach just had the idea one day and was like, "Hey, you want to play left back?" Or like, "Hey, play left back." But nah, EA is like, it's gonna take them 2 years. 2 years So that's dumb. So since I'm here, I could look at players who are crucial, which means they need to play. If not, they're gonna be like, hey, if I'm not playing, I'm gonna leave. So for instance, this man, David Nugent. Um, oh, what the heck? He's retiring at the end of the season, and he's on loan to us. Huh. That's that's a strange way to retire. You usually want to retire from the team you're from, but he wants to retire with us. So okay. Liam Frini. He's also on loan with us. But I'm usually loan people that I know of aren't always crucial. So the way it goes is they have so the lowest is sporadic, and then you have um I think it's sporadic, and then rotational, important, and then crucial. So sporadic means like they can be on the bench, they can be on reserve, they can see the field like they can play like one time in like 3 weeks, and they'll be okay with that. Um, important means yeah, they're important, right? It's basically like rotational. So rotational means like you're switching them out. For instance, Rodrigo for Real Madrid, he is considered like rotation because He'll start some games until like the second half. Sometimes till the 70th minute. Sometimes by halftime. Sometimes around the 50. Sometimes like when there's 10 minutes left, 5 minutes left. Um, he could be technically important and rotational, but EA likes to be dumb and say no. We have important and we have rotation. I don't think there's any need for important. If they're important, then might as well keep them rotation. But anyways, I'm surprised the goalies aren't crucial. They say important, but you can really treat them like they're rotational. So it says Joe Murphy is one for the history books. But he's only gonna decline. Look at that. He's only gonna decline. He's gonna have a delay. Then what's the point of keeping him? I don't know why EA does this. And he's the status is also supposed to be like, hey, like this player is important, this player is good. But when they have stuff that says like that, it's like EA doesn't know what to do or say. It's like they only put attention when it comes to big, like, what's it called? Big league or like well-known teams. You need to put them. Oh, this player, they have potential to be great. They're gonna be increasing by a lot. But whatever. This man's 33. He's older. Make that make sense? He's older, but he's peaked. Oh, this man. Oh, no, never mind. I'm wrong. He's 38. I thought I read that as 30. Yeah, that's 38. 38, yeah. And then whoa, I can't speak. And then we have this young man. He's 19, Ben Jones. Been at the club since 2019. He is 52 overall. And he has a chance to have moderate growth. But I don't really know how to see his potential. So to be honest, he's 38. How old is the dude who's gonna retire? This is where you first take the most time with. He's 35. He's the goalie's older than him, and I don't know, man. Cause he's only gonna slow us down. I don't wanna be like that, but he's gonna slow us down. He's the king. You're the lane. And it's like, what's the point? At that point, what's the point? So I'll put him alone. Him, I'll keep him. I think to put Jones as starter, I want to see the young one, especially in the, what's it called? In the, what's it called? In the preseason, I'd like to see Jones. I'll actually have to make a note for that. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm right down for goalie. Jones. Start. Okay. Davis would be bench. I mean, realistically, you don't need a goalie on the bench. Like, I've tried it out. But at some point, their morale goes down. Especially if they're like important. For instance, like Davies is important. He'll be like, hey, like I want playing time. So none of the left backs are crucial. You're 29 and you're 22. That's a weird thing. Like EA, they're not ageist, but they're ageist. Like, oh no, he's peaked. Have you peaked? You've peaked. Okay, he's only peaked on agility and acceleration. And depending on what we choose, the amount. So for instance, like right here on balanced, if we look at vision, it's in the middle. It'll go up according to the key moderate. But if we go to attacking wide back, it goes to significant growth. But his speed doesn't go up even more. I don't like EA. I think it'd be cool, like, if you could, like the way Madden does, you just get like a bunch of points and be like, okay, I want to increase this, I want to increase that. That would be cool. But I don't know what EA is doing. So we'll leave that at that. I'll try to see if we could find anyone. Again, our budget is low, so it'll be like, I don't know, like the first 2-3 years. We just gotta work with what we have, and that's that really. The center back, a player for the history books. He's 38, and I guarantee he's peaked, or he's delaying. He's delaying on every single thing. Every single thing. I don't even. I mean, at least the goalie had peaks. So I don't think I'm gonna start him. He's one for the history books, but why is if he's one for the history books and he's delaying, is he really for the history books? I don't know, like probably like someone who's actually a fan knows more about him than me, more than likely. But yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, okay, someone says 25. Drake. Emmanuel Monti. He's 25. His contract expires in 12 months. Okay. He's peaked on a few things. He's peaked on acceleration. He's peaked on. He's he's a center back, right? As we see, he's a center back, and his defensive awareness will only slightly. Yeah, he'll only have small growth. So I think for this episode, it's mostly gonna be like me looking into the team, organizing them, and if we get a game, it'll probably only be like one match. After that, we will have more matches. This is like the most hot, like the hard thing. Like at the end of every year and at the beginning of every year, this is what really you should spend a lot of time on, or like where like you don't, where you like halt the games. It's because of this, because you're setting up the team. So as a center back, I like sweepers, so I'll put him as a sweeper. And then it'll take him 5 weeks, so that's good. Yeah, I'll first do the sweeper for 5 weeks, and then after that, I'm thinking of doing defensive center back. So I'll look at Monty, center back, Monty, because I think at the moment he's like, I don't know if he's crucial. I think he is, but he's a sweeper right now. So by the end of the preseason, he'll, if we continue to win, I think he'll be ready to change. So yeah, I'll keep him at that. Nelson, Sid Nelson, his contract expires in 12 months. He's important. So Monty, he was crucial. Okay, so he does have a few peaks, such as an aggression, but he's a 79. I'll take a 79 than like a 76. But center back, it'd take him 5 weeks to be a sweeper as well. Playing the ball, playing defender as a center back. Defensive center back, stopper. I think at the moment we can do balance, but it says 15 weeks. So what we can do is choose one of these, like defensive center back. There's a stopper, takes 6 weeks, but his speed goes up, so I'll do that. So I'll start Nelson. And he's on stopper. So I think we only have 3 center backs. So oops, I didn't change it. So yeah, I'll click that. We do have other ones, so I'm thinking of putting them for loan. So my thought process of putting these players on loan is loan, and then we sell them. Realistically, I don't know if anybody's gonna want a 38-year-old player in FIFA, But hey, I mean, I don't know, you'd be impressed, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, he's gonna be on loan. So we do have 2 others. So we have Kyle Haiti. He's been at the club since 2020, and he is 18 years old. Okay, so he's 18 and he's peaked at acceleration. Not according to Usain Bolt. His balance is peaked. What we can do is because he's a center back. Depends how I played the defense, but Aid. Especially since like he's young. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I'll be able to develop him since right now he's a 49. I'm guessing the most he'll be able to be able to grow to be would be between a 60 and an 80. Um, this man is 26 and he's peaked on several things. He's peaked on acceleration, but he'll only slightly increase in speed. And his speed is less than his acceleration. He's peaked on agility and balance. He's peaked on his stand tackle and his jumping. His jumpies are good overall, but I mean, we're not playing basketball. And he's peaked on his stamina and strength. Jeez, he's going away. So we're gonna loan him. Or actually, what we could do, Stu, instead to change things up is sell him. Yeah, it'll make things different. So here we have our right backs. We only have two. Wow, 19-year-old. He can play the pivot or the right back. Leo Connor, 19. I think I said 18, but he's 19. But he's not ours. He's not ours, and he's on the bench. I mean, he's not ours, and he's on. I don't know how long we have him for. So his aggression can still be up. His speed and acceleration can be up. I wonder if there's a way to. No, we can't look at the contract. We can approach to buy. I'm thinking of doing that around halfway of the year, depending on how we are with them. But since we only have two right backs, we can depend on him. But he's on loan, which means he's gonna go back to his team. So we can look at Khan. Khan is 24. His contract expires in a year. And he's peaked at many things. Otis Khan. We'll start Khan. And we'll bench O'Connor. Now to the pivots, and we only have one. So I'm thinking we can have a traditional backfield. But I'm also thinking, because we have Monty, we have Nelson and Heidi. We only have one to be able to substitute them. So I'm looking at a 3 in the back. And we're looking at oh, I don't think I looked at the left back. McDonald. Oh, I forgot I look at these. Okay. So McDonald. Oh, McDonald had a farm. He's only peaked on acceleration, so that means his speed can actually go up. Not too significant, but still. And then I was just think, okay, Liam, he's peaked on everything. On everything. That's crazy. Kind of wanna. I don't know. I wanna loan him, but like, we're not gonna have a 4-back. We're gonna have a 3-back. So we're gonna start McDonald. Oops, I dropped something. Okay, so where's my pencil? Awesome, it's right here. Okay, so McDonald is a left back. My my thought is, how long will it take for him to be a center back? Oops. If it's over like 5 months, 6 months, that's crazy. I feel like I missed it. Yeah, I passed it. 41 weeks, man. 41 divided by 4. Let's make it 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. It's gonna take him 10 months. About 10 months. Man. I mean, yeah. We're in it for the long run, I guess. But, he's gonna have significant growth on most of it. But, it's not what you always want, man. It is what it is, but, like, I don't know. Like, that's tough. So the last person we looked at in terms of the center backs, the one that I wrote down was O'Connor. So Khan, I think I looked at him and I think he it's not one word is like he's stagnant. Yeah, I don't know what to do with Khan. Khan is right back. Oh yeah, he's right back. He's starting for me. That's right. No, he shouldn't start. So I also have written down McDonald. Like I think McDonald's left back. Yeah. Oh, I can't see this way. So Khan will start and O'Connor will be benched. Why is that again? I don't remember. Right, because he still has room to improve. Cool. I think Khan's eventually gonna be out the door. To be honest. So look at the pivot. He's the only one. Wait, is he? The thing. O'Connor can play pivot. I'll start him at pivot. And I'll put Spearing, depending on. Let's look at his stats first. He's stagnant. It's not what you want. But for the year, I think we can hold. He's 31, but we can hold. He's decent. I mean, he's not in the 60s, but look at his speed. Oh man, that's That's it. Jeez. Sock. What's his name? Spearing. He's on the bench. Cool. Woolery. I think this is the same guy I saw that says he can play striker. But then EA is like, no, he can't play striker. He can only play left mid. I guarantee it's going to take a long time for him to be able to play striker. Okay, his speed isn't bad. It's better than decent. It is stagnant, but still. It's going to take a long time for striker. 25 weeks. 4 times 5 is what, 25? 5 months. Almost half a year. Man, it's not even that different. How much for center forward? 13. Because with 21, I like using strikers. It's 23 with center forwards. We can try. We can do center forward just to get up his powers for shooting, and then his finishing is what's gonna be important. Yeah, we can do center forward and do we want that though? I'm looking at striker. So we get his vision. His vision is something important to me. So I'll get that. Left mid. This is for center forward, and yes, it'll take like 5 months for it to say, hey, he can play center forward, even though if it says in positions that he can, it's gonna be like, no, he can't, which is dumb. I don't know why. Woo. We'll start him. It is what it is. Kirby, you're 20, but you're on loan to us. Oh. Woolery expires in a year. So I'm thinking mid-year, like December, November, December. Um, Before January, definitely, because that's when the January transfer window opens. The earliest would be October. The latest would be December. Preferably November. Between October and November. Go back to these and just look at the contracts and see who has done genuinely significant difference for me and who I can be like, okay, I'll put you on loan or I'll sell you. So yeah, we'll keep him. He's borrowed to us, but it doesn't say from who. Yeah, that's the weird thing. He's borrowed to us, and usually it says from who. Or have like a photo or like of the team. We don't want to depend on him, but because he's loaned, he needs to play. If not, because he's on loan, we're getting money from him for him to play, and if he's not playing, him and the team is gonna be like, hey, you play him, or the contract's done, and we bring him back. So we lose. We stop getting it. It's basically free money. So I'll keep him there. I don't really care about his stuff. He's 20. Yeah, Kirby. I'll think about it. Call him Kirby. So he can play cam, but I don't really play cam positions. So he's fine at left mid. Corey Blackett Taylor. His contract also ends in a year. I guarantee you, if I try to put him for right mid, it's gonna say it's gonna take a while. Wow, look at his speed. This man is important. Wow. You're 22. Look, I'm gonna go to right mid, and it's gonna say it's gonna take a long time. I'm surprised. 2 weeks. He's going right mid. I'm calling Corey. I'm surprised because I've actually have had players that need to take over a month. George Nugent. He's 18. His speed can go up. He's on the left mid. I'm looking at vision, crossing. Penalties and free kicks are bonuses. Curve, yeah. Control, dribble. Interceptions are also a bonus. He's decent, so I'll keep him on the bench. Nugent. Not all of them are actually going to be on the bench because not all of them will fit. But yeah. Paul Lewis. Oh dear, he's 25, but he's peaked at a lot. He's peaked at a lot. Do box to box. There's not much you can change. Out of the 4, 6, 8, 9 things, you can only change. Increase on 3. His rotation. And look at this guy. He is 17. Ethan Goldenborn. He's 47 overall at the moment. He's 17 and he peaked at balance and aggression. I think that makes sense. His acceleration is not going to go up too much. I'm going to put Ethan Goldburn. I'm calling Ethan. Center mid. Ethan. I'll put a question mark decide. But, how long is it going to take him? To be box to box, it's going to take 9 weeks. That's fine. Crawford, you're 28. Lewis, you're 25. Lewis, you peaked at a lot. I'm like an Ali. Ali Crawford. You peaked at everything. He at least did it. Lewis is starting. Wait. Yeah, Crawford. He's 28, but I'm looking for players to be here for the long run. Oh, he's on loan to us. He needs to play. That's free money. That is free money. It's just for the year. Unless they pull him back for like half of the year. Leon Freeney. He's on loan to us. That is free money too. So he's going to go over. I can't read my own handwriting. Lewis. So Freeney. Let me turn on the light real quick. So, she's 33. Watch his stats be kind of bad. Oh no. He's gonna what they call it. He's gonna drag us a bit. His speed is decent, but no, it's not decent. It's actually good, but he's having a delay. I don't know if delay means it's gonna go down, because I would imagine if a delay means it's gonna be backtracked. I don't know what's the point of having a down arrow. Like I would think, just a normal line for them to be stagnant is fine, but. But yeah, let us continue. It's free money, but like, Kieran, Kieran Morris, Kieran, call him Morris. He can play center back, cam, and right mid. Did I say center back? I meant center mid. But he can play 3 positions. Even though it says he plays 3, I feel like it'd say like no, he can't. But oh, I accidentally went there. His stamina is peaked, but it's an 80. So that's fine. I mean, I'm fine with balanced, but Morris, you're starting unless we have another player on loan. And no, he can start. So he's a right mid, Morris, and he'll start. So we have Walker Rice. He's 19. One thing to keep in mind, a player we can develop and then sell, but he's peaked at certain things, such as speed, such as, yeah, everything else he's fixable, but at speed, no, he's peaked, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. So his right mid, I can bench him for sure. I call him Rice. And then lastly we have, oh geez, several strikers. One on loan, that's free money, man. So Lloyd is 28. His contract expires in 12 months. He's a left wing, he's a left mid, and he's a cam. We have 2 left mids, but out of those 2 left mids, one of them I'm gonna be trying to get to become a center forward. Yeah, so looking at his stats, he's 28. I'm gonna feel like he's peaked, which he has. His speed is actually, it's refreshing to see his speed higher than his acceleration. So I'll take that. I can have him on the bench. Then 6 months, by then I can decide what to do. Okay, so now it's to the strikers. We have one. Yeah, we have one on loan. He's 35. He's loaned to us. He's 35. And he's only slowing us down. David. Why? I need to go back afterwards and to see what players we have loaned, because I don't think I made a note for that. Wow, Jamie Timlin, his contract expires in 12 months and he's 16. Wow. He's peaked, but at jumping. And we will not see significant growth in speed, even though he's a striker. So at this point, it makes me question what's the point of keeping him as a striker if his speed isn't what's the. Makes you even think, should we change his position? So, his height. Huh. I'll be back. So, I'm back. Let me fix it. Okay. So, as I was saying, he's young. Oh, then look at his size, his height. Because if it seems like we can't see his height, can we? Um, if there's a way to like see where he can still fit for the team, that's great. But it doesn't look like there's much care for his height. So looking at our sheet, we do need a right back. So because if we just keep right here normal, just looking at the speed, at speed when if we look at right back, it does grow along with acceleration, and it's moderate growth. So it's gonna take 212 weeks, but he is 16. You know what I mean? So 212 divided by 4 is 53. Divided by 12. By halfway through this career mode, he should be. We should see where he's stagnant and where he's great, where he's like, okay, we can sell him, where he's like, okay, I don't think this is gonna work for us. But yeah, I think it's a big change from striker to right back. I don't know if you'll like that, but that way I think I'll be able to put him. I wouldn't mind putting him in the only for sub for when we train, and then during the game I'll put him in reserve, so that way he can get. I think I don't know how much impactful it is, because when you train, it does help the player like their overall go up. But I don't know if like that helps a lot or not. But I don't mind changing Jamie. Striker to right back. That's a big difference for a player. Um, Especially if they're not used to it. But this is just a game, you know. So, yeah. Jake Burton, he's 18. Timlin, yeah, I would like to when October, November comes, I will like to renew it. Um, that is the player without a doubt I want to like invest in, even if there's a chance for them to be stagnant. So looking at Jake Burton, he's 54 overall. Um, he's 18. So we have one striker, one center forward. Um, yeah. So I say we keep him. He's what? He's 18. Yeah. I mean, I don't. Look, it's short, but I mean, hey, it's a short conversation. But I say we keep him. So I can say start. I mean, it depends. You know. I mean, Charlie Jolly, and that's the last man. Okay, Charlie Jolly. He's 19, and he's been at the club since 2020 as well. Um, Seems good as well, so we can keep him rather than like thinking of selling him, and that way we'll have like options. And then I'll once again go over like who's on loan and who isn't. Who I have, I think more than likely the players I have written down are the players that are not on loan. Like, I mean, allow me to explain myself. There's players that we've had on the team that I put to be on status to be loaned to leave, you know, to be borrowed, so we get free money. And then on the contrary, there's also players that are on our team that are from other teams, so we get free money. So so for instance, Joe Murphy, yeah, he bye bye. Um, so O'Connor, loan. See if I missed anyone. Doesn't look like it. So that's okay. So O'Connor, excuse me. Um, Kirby. That's two. Ali Crawford. He's loaned. Liam Freeney. We have a lot of loan players, more than I'd like actually. Nugent. You're trying at the end of the season. Did I say what we can do? I don't even know if I wrote him down. He's a striker. David. He's on loan to us, but he's gonna retire. So that's okay. And I think that's it. Yeah. Now we can move ahead. Look at our sheet. Get an idea, look at my notes, and then I'll make another sheet, and that other sheet that I'm gonna make is gonna be the sheet that we will train with and hopefully use to play. Excuse me. So looking at, okay, might as well. I'll just make a new sheet first. Oops. New sheet. Well, I'll just call it official. I don't really know what to call it. I would usually call it if I had a number in mind of the name of the position. I probably spelled the word wrong. I don't really care. Okay. So let's look at strikers. So David. David is. Oh shoot, what's his last name? Nunget, I think. David. He's starting. So let's look at something with the 3-back. That probably has 2 strikers. Because if not, they'd be like, I don't like this. And you gotta be like, man. Yeah, so I think the one with the 2 strikers is 3-1-4-2 isn't bad. 3-4-1-2 isn't. I don't really like the cam. It's just my thing. 3-5-2 isn't bad, but it has a cam. So 3-1-4-2. So yeah, and then another lone player, Freeney. He's a center mid. He's there. Stupid EA says he can't play that position. Crawford is another lone player. Kirby what? I should really write down their first names. I'll be back. And I'll write down their first names. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to turn it off. Okay, I'm back. So as we were, their first names. Okay, so let's just start. Oh man, what did I do? So we'll just start from the bottom. David. And then after him we have Freeney. He's a center mid. Here he is. Liam Freeney. And then we have Crawford, who plays center mid. Ali. And then after him, we have Kirby Woolery. That's wrong. I don't know why I have him. Kirby. Nia Kirby. Yeah, Nia Kirby is on loan. And then we have O'Connor right here. That's it. Yeah, that's his last name. So that should be able to. So O'Connor, I'll pull him in for Clark, and then for striker, I'll put Jake. I didn't look up Jake's first name. Dang it. Let's just do the reserves first. So starting from the O'Connor. Technically I have him as center back, but no, he can't play center back. I'll just leave him there. I don't care. And then we have Kirby, Nia Kirby. Oh, here he is. Nia Kirby. And then we have Ali Crawford right there. Liam Freeney right there. And then we have David Unge. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players who are crucial. So now what I'll do is go back to the squad and look and see what their first names are so I can fill up the rest. I should have done this first. So Jake Burton, Charlie Jolly, Jamie Timlin, Lloyd, Walker Rice, Morris, Freeney, Ethan Goldenburn. I didn't write him down. Strange. 17. Can I loan him? Oh, Ethan Goldenburn. Oh, I didn't. Oh no, I did. I wrote him down as Ethan. That's fine. Lewis, Crawford, Nugent, Woolery, Corey, Taylor. I'll just write down Taylor for his last name. Spearing, Jay Spearing. That's his last name. O'Connor. George Ray. But he's going to be loaned, so we don't have to worry. Hayde. Nelson. Peter Clark. He's on loan, right? Yeah. Monty. Monty's crucial. And then loan listed right in here, that's okay. McDonald. And then Jones and Davies. Yeah. Now we can officially look into it. Davies will start. Oh no, I'm sorry. Jones will start. Am I tripping? Scully. Now here he is, Jones. And then, yeah, Davis will be on the bench. Another striker. Woolery. We'll put Woolery in. And then Kisfini, yeah. Right middle. Morris. Yeah, we'll keep Morris there. McDonald, we'll keep him there. Put him on the left. Monty's crucial, so I'll keep him there. Yeah, that's fine. And then the bench. Once we get rid of this middle 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the striker 5, you know, it'll make more room for the subs. So we would have a keeper, which is Nelson for the Nelson we have there. That's fine. Looking at Jamie Timlin. Jamie Timlin for right back. Isn't Lloyd Taylor? Hey, no. I've been here for like a little bit. How you been, Daniel? I think Clark is gonna be one of the people that are going goodbye, so that'll be okay. Out of work? Where does he work at? I think I'll put Rice. Oh, it's probably not it. Oh, wait, nah. Hey, Subway. I like Subway. Does he make sandwiches? in the subway. Ah, here he is. That's fine. That's fine. No way. For real? I tweaked. Did you go and say hello? Hey. He's walking outside. Like pacing back and forth? Or like just walking? Auntie Nelson. Hating. Oh, I'm going somewhere? Okay. As long as you're safe. I think I'll just keep that as the way it is. Because when you train, you, what's it called? You have to do them yourself. Oh, wait, what the heck? What is this? What is happening? So, basically I chose like a, oh, what the heck? I chose a team who should be bad, like horrible. And I'm trying to like build them up to where like they can be good, but like the contracts are bad. So I have to work with that while keeping in mind to get new players. I guess it's like a business simulator, but like if the simulator was like horrible, not horrible, but like if it wasn't very good. So right now I'm just like having to manually train the players so they could get an A as a grade. So that way, I just missed. But so that way, eventually I could just sim it. And once I sim it, I don't have to keep doing it myself. Pretty much. How you been? How's your day? Oh no. Who is? You or me? Oh, to work. Okay, okay. I'm about to say, what do you mean by that? What does this mean? What does this button do? Where do you work at? No way. How's that been? Like for real? Like in September? Okay, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, cause like, don't they teach kids how to swim? That kind of suits you. I remember when you were on the swim team. Those skills came in handy. Oh, what the heck? Ah, he left. It's okay. But yeah, um, also these training things are kind of like OP because after a while, you notice it more with like teams. So like traditionally when people do manager mode, they'll choose teams that like they know PSG, United, City, Chelsea, stuff like that. And right off the bat, you notice that after just like what is like equivalent to like 2 months in the game of training, the players like I don't know. It's like you don't play on the same difficulty you put it on, and you notice it especially when you go to friendly mode and play against the CPU. You notice that right off, and you think you're good, and then you just get humbled. Oh no! Ah, I'm not really too sure why that happens, but that's EA Sports for you. Who's this? Charlie Loan offer. Oh, with an option to buy. I don't know about that, cause if we give them, if we go with it, like as it says, they'll be able to purchase the player. So I'm looking at like developing them and keeping them. And if I were to sell them, it'd be eventually, not now. Like I don't want to face this decision now. So to Plymouth, Argyle. Um, let's negotiate and see what they say. Cause I don't want the negotiating. I mean, I don't want the option to buy. Because I am looking to keep them. Don't know how long, but I am looking to develop them. Okay. Option propose without buy option. See what this man says. That's fine. We're keen to take Jolly on loan without the option. Talk about the length. We're sure that 1 year would give Jolly just the time he needs to make a real impact. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. Go ahead. Take him. Take it. What's that one meme? It's like, take it. We'd like to consider 60-40 arrangement. We're sure that 1 year loan would give Jolly the time he needs to make a real impact. Wait, what does this mean? Oh, to split the wage. Even then, like, imagine, like, making 519, like, what's that, like, a month? Or, like, is it, like, what? 2 months? I don't know how long. Or is it a weekly wage? Even then. But, sure. I don't know what to counter with. Cause I feel, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Now it's up to them to work something out. Joe Murphy, keeper. Thanks, boss. I think a load might be just what I need in my point. Dude, aren't you gonna like retire or something? Oh no, you're not gonna retire. I'd wanted to say welcome. Aren't you like on a different team? Spearing. What's his first name? Jay. I think I have him to loan. I think he's staying there because he's captain. A few more training and I think we'll have the game. Dude, it's been like what, 2 hours? That's crazy. It I mean, I really think it just depends on the person. Not everybody likes to take their time with it all, but and take in consideration the fact that we had a small team, like United. Oh, I should pay attention. But like United would have had like a bigger squad, more people on reserves, like 3, 4 layers of just players, which means like this could have taken longer. Ugh. Oh, so close. But for now, I'm fine. Oh, I should just pay attention. But for now, I'm fine with playing. What's it called? Playing world class after it gets too easy, because I know it gets hard at some point because we're fourth division and because EA likes to add to like the negative way in world football we view different leagues, um makes it a little bit more challenging, but it's a challenge, not realistic, probably not too much, but still, man, he sucks, but still, it's something, and I'll take that. Oh, not this one. Yeah, they're pretty decent on that one. Okay, we have an A now, which is great considering we're fourth division. This word choice is not helping my issue on how I view or how like I'd like to contribute to help people view other leagues. But yeah, eventually, like a few more training, and then I'll be able to sim, so we don't have to like always see it. What the heck? You saw the way it bounced off his foot. Oops. I think these training things kind of work. Like they kind of help. Like actually help because like with that one it seems simple, but what you learn to see and look for are like splits. There we go. Our first game against St. Pat's. You could call them splits or gaps. No, they're looking for Monty. And Monty, we're looking to keep him. We're gonna decline. Or reject. Same thing. So here we go, our first game. I don't know how many. Cause, yeah, it's been a day. No, not a bad day. Just been a day. But, yeah. So, we're 3-1-4-2. They're with the 4-3-3. So, they look wide. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Let me. I think. No, it's okay. Cause I think I turned off commentary, which is fine. And here we go. Bam.
Will you please welcome both teams to the pitch? Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Let's go. So, possession is important, but, to me, but, we look quiet back there. I didn't see that guy. Oh no. But it doesn't mean you'll win the game. Statistically, usually you win more games with possession, but it never guarantees. Because in the end, it's like just a number. Hey, that's me, Stretchy Ratchet. If I had the commentary on, they'd just be like, hey, there's a new manager. He's got stuff on the table. He's got work to do. Of course, he wants to have this game to be a great start in a while. They already have the first shot in the 8 minutes. Oh look, is this Leverkusen Stadium? Bayern Leverkusen. Oh man, that was not even accurate. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was gonna go in. That man does not look like in his 20s. Not trying to be mean, but EA did him wrong. He looks like in his 30s. Maybe more. No, he got it. Oh, he missed. Oh, he was way off. Oh, I could have gone up there and it's gotta go in. Oh, how far will we? Good play. Not off by a lot, which is good for a first shot. I'll take that for a first shot. I mean, it took 15 minutes, but still, I'll take that. Oh, and another critique that people have for I'll finish my thought right now. Oh, great heavens! I'll finish my thought when I have the ball. When I have possession. Okay. Another critique people have for PES and FIFA is if the game feels more tactical on PES. Oh, that's another one. That was a good one. Okay. So we're aiming for our angles, right? Our angles. Now we just gotta be on point. That's it. Cause sometimes like you'll aim for the angles with some players, or I don't know if it's just like how you're doing, but sometimes I'll aim for the angles, and I just get to keeper. Good to know that like I'm looking for angles and I get angles. Oh, good stop. Oh, wasn't that off? Oh, I was a bit late on the kick. It's okay. Another thing about possession is you don't. A dangerous thing about it is getting caught off guard. That's handball. But what I mean off guard is like you're two up, and when they get it, they'll just go in, and it's like a nightmare. A nightmare, not the nightmare, but like you get basically like they say you get caught off. You get caught on your heels. Now here comes Kirby. This guy's fast. But he dove. Oh, that should have been ours. That should have been ours. Okay, our first corner kick of the preseason. We haven't had to do corner kicks in training, so good luck. Oh my! I want to look at that again. Not a bad try. Not a bad try. That was good. Who was that? And I like how, like, even though it's 6 minutes, like, I'm remembering to go in for shots. Usually I forget. Who's this? Monty. That's why we don't want to let him go. Imagine. For 700,000, he could probably be worth more one day. Oh, okay. I thought I almost messed up because I felt like I rushed the keeper too soon. I'm relying too much on the low kick. Just gotta go for it. Okay. Goal! Our first of the season. Let's go. I want to look at that again. A little lucky on it, but it's okay. Goal's a goal. Nobody there. Not even curved, just direct. Keeper out of reach. It's fine. Ali Crawford. He's one of the guys that are on loan to us. That's the thing, so like, when you have a player on loan, I don't know if we have the option to buy. So, oh, he messed up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Go! Woolery. Woolery's the guy I put from center forward, well, from striker to center forward. Mistake on the center back, but we were able to capitalize on it. Good goal. Cain Woolery. Yes, sir. (2-0), just like that. The second went like in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. What you want? But it doesn't mean we've won the game. This is where position comes into hand. It helps you slow down, think. But if you're under pressure, you also have to know ahead of time, like, okay, where am I going? Where would I like to go? Oh, nice. Nothing. That's that thing a corner. No, that's half. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, handful for defenders. Woolery. 4 shots, 1 goal. He's played 49 minutes. I didn't see his conversion rate. If it's a fourth, then that's what, 25%. But yeah, 41 and then 43rd. What was I gonna say? One thing I do like about the older FIFAs. So like, if you look at the stands, there's certain empty spaces. I actually never noticed that in this one. But I'll bring it back again when we play the regular season. But and like in FIFA 13, even if you did like a season mode in the tournament, like the notable empty seats. I wanna see if that's something in FIFA 16, because I do have FIFA 16. I have FIFA. It's 11 World Cup. I did have FIFA 10, but the disc was broken and they let me swap it out for another game. But let's go 3-0. So we like, but I wonder if they still have that for the regular season. But yeah, good start off to the second half. The thing is also, like, with manager mode, the players do like get a sense of like, okay, where do I gotta go for offense, to where it seems like the difficulty is actually felt like it's notched down one level. But it's like, for instance, like I've had a manager mode where like I've played with United, and I've had like dumb games where like I've scored 10, 12, 18, 20 goals. But then I look at my players and they're not gassed out, but they are like tired, like midway, which is normal. But I mean, that's the thing about FIFA too, is like you also gotta, at least with that, they make you think. Oh, he's off. That's okay. A little bit too fancy, but that's okay. But as I was saying, it makes you think ahead. Like, okay, I have this game. This game's gonna be important. Do I wanna? Let's say like you have two games, right? The game A is not important, but game B is critical. So it's like, okay, do I want to play my starting people that make like the best impact? Do I want them to start, or do I want them to? Do I want to play the full? Do I want them to play the full game? Do I want them to play only the first half? Do I want them to play the second half? Do I want them to play? Oh, that's off now. Do I want them to play? Yep, it's offsides. Do I want them to play 20 minutes? Do I want them to play 15? It's not exactly something like you have to think. It's something eventually, at least that I've noticed, like you have to consider, or it's helpful to consider, um, if you want to do good. But yeah, the seasons are long. I will say they're like what 40 games compared to like in the NFL. They're what 16, but they have like a whole bunch of tournaments. Like in in the English football, they have the FA, they have the Shield. Unless the FA is a Shield, but they have their Carabao. They have of course, the dominant one. And then if you're in the other ones, like man, that's just off. But if you're in the other ones, like the Europa or the Champions, they have that. Oh, thought that was a bad pass. I didn't see the guy right there. Nice. And then like something I get told by like my cousins, it's like, oh, you're good at FIFA because that's all you do. It's like I actually haven't played FIFA consistently. Other than I haven't played FIFA consistently since like when 23 came out. Like up until no, actually no. It's been almost a year because I remember it was around the fall semester. That's when I was playing the United. What the heck? The Manchester United on 23. Manchester United manager mode, and quarter, yeah, and I don't know why, I just stopped. I think because I started playing other games, and I don't know. See, after a while, if you play sports games too much, you just realize that you get stressed over like things that don't matter, and they kind of ruin your mood. I think that's why I'm doing streaming, to like not take it too serious. I can go back to keeper. I don't have to slowly build it up. Yeah, we're nearing the 75th, which is 85. 15 minutes away from the game to end. We could go for another one, another goal, but it's really not necessary. It's only if the opportunity presents itself. But like to force it, there's no need. Oops, that was an accident. It's okay. And then here, let the ball go out. Oh, come back here. Yeah, we're messing with the time, and yeah, it's not very sportsmanship. But hey, is what it is. $10 minutes left. I think this will be the only game I'll have for today. Next time for sure there'll be more gameplay. But yeah, it took 2 hours just to plan it out. And like I said, it wasn't that big of a squad as compared to like when I had United. Or like I've done Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund has had big squads. It's a business, you know. You got young people's careers on the line, their potential, their ability, so much. Here we go. So 5 minutes left. Plus aggregate. I don't think they're gonna add too much. I think I'm like 2 minutes, 1 minute. Nothing complicated. This game. That really is. Oh, it's okay. Listen. Oh, I called it. I didn't think it was gonna go in actually. Let's go to the camera. Good way to end it. So, yeah. It wasn't as challenging. It wasn't as challenging as I thought it'd be. This game. But that doesn't mean we should take the other games lightly. If they do seem to be easy in the regular season, I will bump up the what they call the sliders, just to add a challenge, you know. Cause like yeah, like I've played manager modes where like I'm up 18, 12, 15-0. That's fine, you know, but I don't know. It's not really. It's fun, but not like the way they can be, you know. That's game. That's it. We could have gone for the free kick, but there's no reason to do that. Just like that. First game, first win. Ali Crawford, 2 attempts, 2 goals, 100% from the net. It's nice. Nice to see. I think he's a lone player. Willery, Crawford, and Feeney. Feeney is also another loan. So 3 goals from loans, 1 from a starter. That's fine. I pointed out because we don't want to. If we do not have the option to buy, right? Realistically, we don't. You don't want to depend on those players. You know what I mean? Oops, sorry about that. Look at I don't think they had a shot in the second half. I don't actually think they did. I think they were on the first half. But yeah, position is over 55, which is, I think the preferred decent would be over 55. Yeah, all their 5 shots were in the first half. That's crazy. But 14 shots, 7 on target, 50-50. 57%, near 60. That's fine. 92% accuracy for passing. I like that. We had 1 foul. It's okay. 2 offsides. That's okay. 3 corners. We beat that. Yeah. I think it's overall good start. Let me just look at the performance rate. And yeah, that'll be it. Crawford, Kirby, Woolery 9.4. Great. Taylor, okay. Nugent, Morris, Jones. As long as we're all like in the 7s, that's okay, Rice. Wow, Feeney, at that. 9.2. He's on loan. That's fine. Great start. Bayern Munich 2 loses 1-0. So we should be in first, especially with the differences in goals, because we scored 4 and had a clean sheet. Chris Jolly agreed a 1-year loan move to Plymouth. The player will join Plymouth Argyle immediately and return to us as soon as his loan expires. So in a year. You can recall Charlie Jolly at any time, but a fee for exercising that option has been agreed in advance. That's fine. Has expressed an interest in Morris, Kieran Morris. No. No. Reject. He's also a player that we have, because we don't have that many right middles. So, right midfielders. So that's fine. And yeah, so next game we'll go up against this team. I can't pronounce her name. We'll go up against them. They beat Bayern, but they scored 1. We scored 4. And yeah, all in all, yes, setting up the teams took 2 hours longer than it did for Madden. Cause Madden, when I did fantasy, it took me like an hour, half an hour. It was less than an hour. It was not more, but for sure less than 2. And then I played two games. But I don't know if the next live will be FIFA or Madden. But yeah, either way, it'll be one of them. Maybe Spider-Man. I haven't done YouTube. I haven't done Spider-Man on YouTube. I've done it on Twitch. But yeah, that's it. The first episode for the Rovers. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time again. Goodbye.